Hello students, we will start reading the next page of the chapter The Lost Child. As they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths full of throngs converging to the whirlpool of the fair, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. Now, as the child and his parents, as they were near the village, and the child he could see many other footpaths, and these footpaths those were full of crowds. Throngs means crowds converging to the whirlpool of the fair, and these footpaths were the meeting point to the fair. Okay, now, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. Now, the child, he was just drive uh, drive back, and he was too attracted by the confusion of the world he was entering. Here he was just attracted by the confusion of the fair. Okay, and that fair where he was entering. A sweet-meat seller hawked gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance, and a crowd passed round his counter at the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets decorated with leaves of silver and gold. Okay, as soon as he entered the village, the first thing with which he was attracted was a sweetmeat seller, and that sweetmeat seller was selling gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, and jalebi. Okay, and these sweets were decorated with the colored with the leaves of silver and gold. The child stared open eyed, and his mouth watered for the burfi that was his favorite sweet. I wanted burfi. Okay, and the child, his favorite sweet was burfi, and he wanted that burfi. He slowly murmured, but he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say he was greedy. So, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. Okay, and this child, he knew that his parents would not pay any attention, okay, towards whatever he was demanding, and he also knew that his parents would say that he was greedy. And after that, what happened? Without waiting for their answer, he just moved on. A flower A flower seller hawked a garland of gulmohar, a garland of gulmohar. The child seemed irresistibly drawn. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped and half murmured, I want that garland. But he well knew his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers because they would say that they were cheap. So, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. Now, the next attraction was gulmohar, a garland of gulmohar. Okay, the child could not stop himself. Okay, and he was too attractive and towards that garland of gulmohar, and he just murmured, half whispered to himself that he wanted that garland. But he knew very well that his parents would refuse him by saying that these garlands were cheap, and that's why he didn't wait for their answer, and he moved on. A man stood holding a pole with yellow, red, green, purple balloons flying from it. The child was simply carried away by the rainbow glory of their silken colors, and he was filled with an overwhelming desire to possess them all. But he well knew his parents would never buy him the balloons because they would say he was too old to play with such toys. So he walked on further. Okay, now the third attraction was balloons, and these balloons, a man he was standing there with holding all these colorful balloons, and the child he was just fascinated by these rainbow colored balloons, and he wanted that he had that desire to get all this balloon, but he knew very well that his parents would not purchase. Okay, and they would simply say that he was too old to play with such toys. Okay, and that's why he just moved on. A snake charmer stood playing a flute to a snake which coiled itself in a basket, its head raised in a graceful bend like the neck of a swan, while the music stole into its invisible ears like the gentle rippling of an invisible waterfall. The child went towards the snake charmer, but knowing his parents had forbidden him to hear such coarse music as the snake charmer played, he proceeded further. Okay, now this time he was attracted by the sound. Okay, now what happened here? A snake charmer, he was standing there and he was just playing a flute to a snake, and this sound fascinated the child. Okay, which coiled itself in a basket, and that snake was coiled in a basket, its head raised in a graceful bend like the neck of a swan. And as this snake charmer, he was playing on that flute, the snake, it raised its head very gracefully like a swan, and while the music stole into his invisible ears like the gentle rippling on an invisible waterfall. And this music, okay, this music was just charming that he could not stop himself to hear that. But here he knew that his parents would forbid him, okay, stop him to hear such coarse music, means unpleasant music, as the snake charmer played, and he just moved on. There was a roundabout in full swing. Now, roundabout means merry-go-round. Okay, and now merry-go-round, it was in full swing. Men, women, and children carried away in a whirling motion, shrieked and cried with crazy laughter, and all men, women, and children, they were just enjoying that merry go round. Okay, that roundabout. The child watched them intently, and then he made a bold request. And here the child could not stop himself, and he just made a bold request here, and he just said, I want to go on the roundabout, please, father, mother. And he just demanded that he wanted to go on the roundabout. He wanted to had a ride on that roundabout, and he requested that father and mother, I wanted to had a ride on that. Okay,